other end of pit road with Justin Allgaier. Let's head over to Brad Gilley.
Over on my end of pit road, Chandler Smith said he has better drive on his car. He came in for 4 tires in Sunoco fuel. For Cole Custer, there was a debate between he and Jonathan Tony about whether or not they should come in or stay out for stage points.
So
they decided to come in. Cole Custer
NASCAR
got his
took that video down, so
sticker tires,
I guess it shows something that they didn't like, so we've taken the videos
Justin
off.
Allgaier came in. They changed tires on the right side, or at least they were taking the tires off to do a bunch of work as far as cutting away the right front fender. They were trying to drop the car on a wedge to help get the splitter up off the ground. They were running out of time as far as trying to keep Justin on the lead lap, and they were saying drop the car, drop the car. Well, they dropped the car, but they dropped it on a drill, so he actually took
You're back. I am back. They
with him as the drill
did
was
not
there
like that video. So
going on
we
pit
are back
road,
live
so
now,
I think he'll be
guys.
penalized for taking equipment out of the pit box. He's now coming back down pit road. They're going to go back to work on that
Sorry
car
about that, ladies and gentlemen.
to repair the damage.
Allgaier dragged it around the racetrack to turn number 2 before it kind of finally came out from underneath
the
front bumper, front air dam of that machine.
I got
but he had to
dinged
come
on that
road
video that was showing there.
Stuff
I
out
thought
of there,
I had
and that
it
is not
cropped
something
enough,
that
but they
NASCAR
don't like
allows
that.
you to do.
Whatever that was, a drill, a saw, or whatever, it's not any good anymore. That thing was kicking up a lot of sparks on the front end of Allgaier's car.
If it still works, it'll make a great ad, for whatever power company
Good
the tool.
thought.
Yeah.
Let's set the field here.
Can I quickly mention who led off of pit road? Cole Custer was the first off the pit lane, followed by Sam Mayer,
I know,
Chandler
right?
Smith, Brandon Jones, Sheldon Creed.
They gave me
Riley
a copyright
Herbst.
strike on
Somewhere
that video
there's
that was
some
showing,
ad
so
executive going,
I'll
that's
take
a
it
brilliant
down.
idea.
I'll
And
get
they're
a
going
cut
to
of that.
steal it.
I should get a cut of that.
They're going to cut you out. You'll get a cut. You'll get cut out. Yeah. All right, let's give you our Hunt Brothers Pizza leaderboard.
Here we go,
Jeremy
guys.
Clements stayed out. He will lead. Sammy Smith did likewise. He is second. Third is Parker Kligerman. Cole Custer is fourth. Sam Mayer fifth. Chandler Smith is sixth. Brandon Jones seventh. Eighth is Sheldon Creed. Ninth, Riley Herbst. And 10th, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Jesse Love 11th. Ryan Truex 12th. 13th is going to be Ryan Sieg. 13th. Ryan Truex 12th, Ryan Sieg 13th, A.J. Allmendinger 14th, Austin Hill 15th, 16th, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Anthony Alfredo 17th, 18th, Joe Graff Jr., Brendan Poole 19th, Kyle Weatherman in 20th.
21st is Josh Williams.
I am glad
Shane
I am
Van
back,
Gisbergen
guys.
is 22nd, 23rd to Kyle Sieg. Josh Balicki,
We were
24th.
doing
Logan
great,
Bearden,
too.
25th. Brian Ellis is 26th. 27th is Jeb Burton. Justin Allgaier all the way back to 28th. He's being shown the last car on the lead lap. Blaine Perkins is going to be 29th, and Carson Ware is 30th.
-4 and 31st, Greg Van Alst, Leland Honeyman,
Major
32nd,
Kenneth, NASCAR took the video down. I was showing the aerial footage, and they did not like me doing that. So
34th. He came out onto the racetrack
sent me a
after the race
copyright
had
claim.
started because he had an engine let go as they were
So
warming
we
up.
don't have the
35th, Matt
video
DiBenedetto,
coverage now.
35th. He is -24 now, but back in the competition.
But I got you the live feed here, guys,
Out.
so
He'll get credit for 36.
hopefully we'll
Parker
get all the
Wetslap,
viewers. We had over
37,
1,000 viewers in here,
Austin
too.
Green.
The leaderboard
That
update
stinks,
brought to
but
you
it
by
is
Hunt
what it
Brothers
is,
Pizza,
guys.
where we love pizza and we love racing. Find your next pizza at huntbrotherspizza.com or download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app.
Lights are off the pace car with Jason Brownlow at the control. He heads for the pit lane. So now Jeremy Clements and Sammy Smith will lead them into the Geico restart zone with 9 laps to go now in stage number 2 of the Food City 300. Clements, with a push from Parker Kligerman, has the advantage in turn 1.
Jeremy, one of the must-wins. He'll lead off turn number 2, but by the scantest of margins as Parker Kligerman tries to wrestle second away from Sammy Smith.
Jeremy Clements tenaciously hangs on to the lead, but he's being pressured by Parker Kligerman. Cole Custer is now moved up to the 3rd spot.
And he's riding the rim. Goes to the top side as Cole Custer. He takes away the 3rd position. He'll now go after the race leaders, Jeremy Clements and Parker Kligerman.
Here's the fresh front tires of Cole Custer now, riding the top side of the racetrack. He makes contact with Parker
Allgaier
Kligerman.
slides out.
Falls way back as Kligerman is able to reel his car in as well.
Well, Cole Custer found himself.
Dave, welcome back to the stream.
Track position. He's in a similar position, but we're keeping an eye on him. It looks like it didn't damage the car at all. He's ridden back to 6th position.
Justin Allgaier, that car is in big trouble. He is sparking. He is not back up to speed. We'll see if NASCAR lets him stay out there. That car is barely making speed right now. now is Allgaier as he dives down to the bottom of the racetrack. Meanwhile, up front, a big battle for the lead.
Yeah,
here.
CeeLo, I thought I had it small enough,
away,
but I guess I didn't. I had
Kligerman
ran some of it off the screen.
Boy, that tangle between Cole Custer and Parker Kligerman has given Jeremy Clements
crazy stuff, my friend.
Already about 20 car lengths with just a handful of laps to go in the stage.
So Clements is out
just
there
run
all
without
by his
cams.
lonesome with 4 laps to go in stage number 2. Then there are 4 rows of 2x2 behind him, about 10 car lengths.
Kligerman all the way to the top. That opens the inside lane with Brandon Jones on the bottom for Cole Custer, but he'll ride behind Parker into turn 3.
Clements,
we'll
25
just keep it
car
off
length lead.
altogether.
Allgaier almost wrecks, nearly takes out some cars. Meanwhile, up front, Parker Kligerman rides second, and it is a fierce battle there with Brandon Jones.
And Ryan Truex is coming strong on the outside. He takes spots away from Creed and Brandon Jones to run fourth. Into the outside wall goes Kligerman, and everybody dives to the bottom.
Cole Custer gave him a bit of help. 2 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Could have been it.
Huge advantage. 25 car lengths over second running Cole Custer. Fight for third between Truex and Creed.
All right, Jeremy Clements is going to win this stage, barring he crashes.
Yeah, I still had people coming in wanting me to make it bigger, so I was like, no.
And Ryan Truex is getting into the mix.
I'm going to run without him from now on. So
settles out the single file, second, third, and fourth.
Maybe that was the reason why.
Looks to the inside of Sheldon Creed. He rides fifth.
Jeremy Clements is going to win stage number 2 going away.
Stage
Cole
2 is
Custer
Jeremy
second,
Clements.
Third is going to be Ryan Truex. Sheldon Creed is 4th. 5th is Chandler Smith. Jesse Love 6th. 7th is Riley Herbst. 8th is Sam Mayer. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishes 9th. And 10th is Parker Kligerman. It is the first stage win in 2024 for Jeremy Clements. He becomes the 19th different driver to win a stage on the Xfinity Series.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Welcome to the stream, guys. Those of you guys new in here, I appreciate you stopping in. Looks like there's a drill on the track. Somebody dropped a drill. That's crazy. So, hey, we're coming back. Had some issues there, but hey, thank you guys for coming back in. Be sure to hit that like button on the stream and turn on that notification bell when I come live, guys. You can be here with me. So, stage 2 of 3, we're on the final stage coming up, guys. Who do you think is going to win this race? So let's start that in our chat. Who is going to win the race? We'll add, let's see. I'm just going to stay off of cams because I've had them take me down for those two. We're just going to leave them off at the moment.
For stage 2, is your insurance playbook too confusing? Make it easy. Switch to Geico and get all the insurance coverage from one place. Go to geico.com today and get started. From Bristol, this is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton.
And let's do, just going to throw those in there. Let's see. If you don't think any of those guys are going to win, let us know in chat who you think is going to win. Ever. Pit road is open. 126 laps to go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back live. Kimbronator here. We dropped out for a minute. Let's get those likes back up. Those likes help boost it. Let's get more and more people in here, ladies and gentlemen. Got the radio coming back in.
Let's check in now with Wendy Venturini.
Parker Kligerman got a little bit into the wall right before that caution. He was very loose. He came down pit road just now, lap 173, put a little bit more wedge, 1 pound down on the right rear air pressure. Patrick Donahue, his crew chief, just reminded him to hold strong and steady out there as they tried to get that point on this stage. Brad Gilley.
Sammy Smith stayed out. That gave him enough points to lock himself into the playoffs unless there is a new winner here tonight. They just came in for their service. Philip Bell gave him 4 fresh tires, Sunoco race fuel. Cole Custer, who had hit the wall on that last run, everything good with his car, but again, want to reiterate, he is on his last set of fresh tires. Brett McMillan.
Wow.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. stayed out this time, but right now he's as happy as he's been all night long in the car. He's got communication. He's got his glasses back. All he wants now is sticker tires, and he'll be set to go the rest of the way.
We need to take a break. We'll come back and get stage 3.
Stage 3 will be starting here, guys. So while they're doing it, I'm going to go grab me some more tea to drink. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming back in. 36 of you guys. Let's keep bumping it up, guys. Keep dropping those likes. We need a boogity-boogity. Let's go racing, baby. I'll be right back with some tea. I got my headset over here.
Points so far tonight, but Cole Custer has scored 13 points in the first 2 stages. Justin Allgaier 7. So that 6-point deficit, that allows Custer to make up 6 points of his deficit. He's now 37 points down, entering the 3rd and final stage of the regular season and the Food City 300.
It's time now for our progressive leaderboard. Cole Custer leads. Ryan Truex is 2nd. 3rd, Sheldon Creed. Chandler Smith 4th. 5th, Jesse Love. Riley Herbst is 6th. 7th, Sam Mayer. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 8th. Brandon Jones 9th. And Ryan Sieg is 10th.
Austin Hill 11th. 12th, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Anthony Alfredo 13th. 14th, Brennan Poole. Kyle Sieg is 15th. Then 16th, Joe Graff Jr. Kyle Weatherman 17th. 18th, Josh Williams. Shane Van Gisbergen 19th. 20th, Jeb Burton.
Logan Bearden 21st, 22nd, Ryan Ellis, Jeremy Clements 23rd, 24th, Parker Kligerman, Sammy Smith is 25th, AJ Allmendinger will be scored 26th. The rest of the top 30 are Perkins, Bilicki, Carson Ware, and Justin Allgaier. Leaderboard brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
121 laps to go here in the Food City 300. We're back underway in the 3rd and final stage. Cole Custer leads Sheldon Creed in turn 2.
The question, can Cole Custer make this last set of tires last 120 laps? He'll lead them into turn 4.
That's going to be the big question. Custer leads him back to the line. it's going to be Sheldon Creed next in line. Ryan Truex is third, and moving up into fourth, Jesse Love.
Jesse Love working the bottom side of the racetrack, enables him to draw even with and slightly ahead of Chandler Smith. Smith will fight back outside.
Sheldon Creed
they
now
took me
does
down
the
for the video
crossover in the
earlier.
big slide job on Cole Custer. He is the new leader
So we're
here
not
at
showing the
Bristol,
video.
as now Ryan Truex closes in on Cole Custer.
I'd have to wonder if Custer hasn't been told to go easy and save those tires for a while, so he's got something at the end. The lead for Sheldon Creed, 3 car lengths.
Creed not going easy. He leads. Then it's Custer, Ryan Truex, Chandler Smith move back up to fourth.
Cars going to the high side of the racetrack include Riley Herbst along with Sam Mayer. Jr. goes to the inside of Mayer.
So does Ryan Truex. He goes to the bottom, trying to get around Cole Custer in the fight for second spot. Meanwhile, Junior side by side with his teammate, Sam Mayer.
Single file among the top 6. The front 3 using the high line. The next 3 using the bottom lane as they hustle down the back straightaway.
Down the back straightaway, the first side-by-side battle we see is Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Riley Herbst. That's going to be a battle for 7th. Sam Mayer is in the mix along with Ryan Sieg.
Junior's having a very competitive night. We don't know how this is going to end up for him, but having a really good night as he's working all over Riley Herbst.
He's the lone soldier, though, down on the inside. Up top, it's Herbst, Mayer, Ryan Sieg, Brandon Jones, Austin Hill in a group trying to fight by him on the outside.
Certainly would seem that the inside lane a bit of a disadvantage on restarts. Takes a while to get going as Junior still unable to bypass Riley Herbst.
Out front, looking comfortable right now, Sheldon Creed. Cole Custer back about 4 car lengths, 6 lengths back to Truex, and then it's going to be Chandler Smith.
Cole Custer appears to just be keeping Sheldon Creed in his gun sights, not working too hard, and then it's another 8 car lengths back to the third place machine of Ryan Truex.
He's got some company there in the back now. Chandler Smith trying to close in. Jesse Love also making some tracks up towards the front.
Got to be a lot of frustration in the mind of Justin Allgaier as this front quintet of cars bypass him on the outside.
Good news for Parker Kligerman. As of now, he has clinched a spot in the Xfinity Series playoffs, so he can exhale a little bit, the driver of the brightly colored number 40 for Big Machine Racing.
And that's good news for his owner, Scott Borchetta, and that team that's down there on the campus of RCR in Welcome, North Carolina.
Back to the line, it's Sheldon Creed, 2 car lengths back. Custer. The best battle right now may be Truex and Chandler Smith, Rob.
Truex climbs the hill in turn number 2. That opens the bottom lane. Capitalizing will be Chandler Smith as they fall 15 car lengths back of the front duo.
The third stage is just underway here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Food City 300. Still 110 laps to go. The big hot spot right now, Chandler Smith trying to hold on, or try to take third away, rather, from Ryan Truex.
And a third car now in that mix is the machine of Jesse Love.
Jesse Love took his time to get up here in the fight. Right now he rides in 5th, but he's behind the duo side-by-side of Smith and Love.
So the front 2 about 10 car lengths ahead of the 3-car battle for third. Another 20 car lengths. That means a full straightaway back to the 6th place machine of Sam Mayer.
Sounded like a law firm there, Smith and Love, as they work out of turn number 4. Now Junior has gone back up to the top of the racetrack. Now he drops back to the bottom. He goes after Herbst. This is the battle for 7th place.
I think Junior's just a bit frustrated right now as passing both he and Herbst was the car of Sam Mayer.
Down on the bottom of the racetrack, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to work around Riley Herbst. He pulls up in front of him and cleanly makes the pass on Herbst. That'll put him up to 7th. Meanwhile, we've got a really nice battle going on here for the third spot. Chandler Smith, Jesse Love still in that, and Ryan Truex.
Well, Jesse Love now bypasses Truex for the 4th position as Chandler Smith the lap before had gotten himself around and about 4 car lengths ahead of Truex, who now falls back to 5th.
So now we see Dale Earnhardt Jr. still trailing Sam Mayer. These Junior Motorsport Chevrolet having strong runs, but starting to lose contact with the lead group.
That's almost a half lap behind the race leader. It continues to be Sheldon Creed by about 3 car lengths over Cole Custer.
Sheldon Creed and Cole Custer have checked out from the pack right now. They have got almost a 3-second lead over Chandler Smith. Mark, that doesn't sound like a lot on a mile and a half. That's a lot of real estate, but here that's a lot of real estate.
Doug, that's a straightaway. It's about a 3-second trip from the exit of turn 2, entry turn 3, exit 4 into the entry of turn number 1. And so
Get this corrected here. Try again.
Hard into the outside.
Protect your vehicle's engine to the...
All right. It paused out there. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just crazy things. I'm sorry about that.
Fast Talk with Doug Rice, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Pit Reporters with Brett McMillan, PRN's Racing Country, and At the Track with Lenny Baticki. You can also catch me for a daily dose of NASCAR news with PRN's Garage Pass, and it's brought to you by the great folks at Progressive Insurance. Get renter's insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage for theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com. So again, here at Bristol Motor Speedway, we are under the yellow flag for the 10th time tonight. We're just under 100 laps to go in the Food City 300, so glad you could join us. Mark Garrow, Doug Rice, Rob Albright on pit road, Brett McMillan, along with Brad Gilley, Wendy Venturini, and Heather DeBow.
And Mark, what looked like a lock, it's going to get really tight here between Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier as we settle this thing down, with Allgaier continuing to have problems. Let's go to Heather DeBow.
And Riley Herbst over the radio, extremely frustrated with the handling of his race car. He said, I just feel like something's fundamentally wrong. He said it's been bouncing the back tires on the concrete all day long. He has no control over the rear. He said everything is just stiff and super bouncy, and he really doesn't remember that from last year. So the team said, we're going to go to work on it here for you. But again, Riley Herbst really, really frustrated behind the wheel, even though he's running in that 10th position.
All right, thanks a lot, Heather. Right now, Justin Allgaier just can't. Why do you keep riding around out there? Because you've only got a 2-point cushion for this regular season title. You've got to finish this thing. You can't be in the garage when it's over and possibly have your competition win it.
I'm not doing too bad, Charles. I had my stream
obviously
messed up.
Right
but,
now, when you take a look at where he is sitting, he is 31st.
Thank you for stopping in, Charles.
As far down as 35th, and that would be enough for 2 points to make up that 2 points. And of course, Cole Custer still has one spot maybe to go to grab the lead and maybe win this race as well. It's a beautiful Friday night here in Bristol, Tennessee. We're coming back in just a moment. We owe our local stations a break, so here it is. You're listening to PRN, The Performance.
Let's go boogity boogity, guys. So our goal now is 100 likes on the stream. We had a crazy one earlier, so I do apologize. I'm trying to bring you the best coverage and, try to bring you the car cameras and talk to CeeLo, and he said try to make it small. And I had it bigger than it should have, and we could see what happened to the stream, so they took us down. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to roll without cameras. And I understand if you guys don't want to sit here and watch it on my channel. I totally get it. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not really making money off of this. So, hey, let's just have some fun with it, guys. I'm going to bring the radio feed in. We'll keep the live timing, so it does stink. Try to bring you car cam and all that, but we're just going to let it go for now. YouTube is not happy with me. So it is what it is.
Bass Pro Shops leaderboard. Bass Pro Shops voted America's best outdoor retailer. Visit your local Bass Pro Shop store or shop online at BassPro.com. Your adventure starts here. Sheldon Creed is the race leader. Cole Custer second. Chandler Smith third. Fourth, Jesse Love. Ryan Truex fifth. Sam Mayer sixth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. seventh. Brandon Jones eighth. Austin Hill is ninth. And 10th, Ryan Sieg.
11th is Anthony Alfredo. Joe Graff Jr. 12th. 13th, Parker Kligerman. Brennan Poole 14th. 15th, A.J. Allmendinger. 16th, Kyle Sieg. 17th, Jeremy Clements. 18th is Sammy Smith. 19th is Jeb Burton with Shane Van Gisbergen. And 20th, need to document that Justin Allgaier now being scored 5 laps down in 31st.
Oh, yeah.
The
you got to go with who's hot,
on top
Charles.
of the regular season point standings, Allgaier by 1 point over Cole Custer with 95 laps to go. Now about to be 94 here at Bristol.
Allgaier doesn't need any more bad luck to befall him tonight, or that regular season title slips out of his hands. We get the green flag in the air in the Geico restart zone, and on the outside, Sheldon Creed, down on his inside, Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith got a great restart, the best we've seen all night long from that bottom lane, but it's not enough to bypass Creed, who leads into 3.
Cole Custer now trying to get alongside Chandler Smith. He gets up almost to the driver's door of Sheldon Creed before Creed powers by on the outside.
Almost seems as if Cole Custer needs to just play defense from here on out. Keep that car fenders on it, keep it clean, but he'll battle for second.
Battling for the lead right now, Chandler Smith and Sheldon Creed. Creed has it. Now Cole Custer moves around Smith. He'll take over the runner-up spot.
I'll remind you that Cole Custer has to go 120 laps on this last set of tires, and that car is still extremely strong, right on the back bumper of race leader Creed.
Dale Jr. has found his way up to the 6th spot. Now Custer goes back after the top spot, trying to drive hard to the inside of Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed slipped up over the cushion, so to speak, as he almost got into the outside wall in turn 4, and that opened the inside for Cole Custer, and he capitalized in a heartbeat.
Cole Custer right now the championship leader by 4 points over Allgaier, Rob.
So it's 3 cars nose to tail off the banking in turn 2. Cole Custer will set the pace. Sheldon Creed rides second. Chandler Smith third, and Jesse Love still hanging tough in 4th.
Battle for 5th. Dale Jr. trying to dig hard on the bottom against Ryan Truex. Truex able to hold on right there in those two's footsteps. Brandon Jones along with Sam Mayer.
I got to tell you, it's been a rough night for Dale Earnhardt Jr. because he's had to make that bottom lane work, and it hasn't been very good. Still, he's hanging on inside the top 10.
Now, for a guy whose radio didn't work and he left his glasses in his other helmet that they had to trade out, he's having a pretty good day. Watching up front, a guy that's having a really good day, Mark, Cole Custer. He is the race leader, but for the moment, he is the championship leader over Allgaier, who's had all kind of problems.
Doug, everything going Cole Custer's way right now, but we need to remind people we're racing at Bristol Motor Speedway, and in a blink of an eye, everything can change.
And Allgaier, if he can get a few more cars in front of him to drop out tonight, then he picks up some more points and makes up the deficit on Cole Custer. Cole's doing all he can do to win the regular season title right now by leading the race.
Mark, you said in the blink of an eye, everything can change. It changed on lap 2. That's when Cole Custer got into the outside wall. It looked for at least 30 or 40 seconds like this could be the end of the championship run for Cole Custer. You battle back, and that's what makes NASCAR racing so special. Cole Custer now leading this race.
I think Cole should send somebody at NASCAR who decided on that yellow flag at least a Christmas card. You know, a little something in it, maybe. Go out to dinner. Just joking. Just joking, folks. Not serious.
Thank you, Mark, for just joking. Watching right now, the front 4 have been able to tick away. The battle is back there for that 5th spot. Ryan Truex has it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been dogging him for several laps. He's a half a car length back, but Junior's got to look in the rearview mirror to see Brandon Jones.
You know, that poor guy has been in a battle with somebody all night long in the closing stages of this race, right on the back bumper of Truex, just outside the top 5.
And you have to hand it to Ryan Sieg. He has to win this race. He's never won an Xfinity Series shootout. And yet, Doug, he's riding 9th. He's hanging tough, hoping beyond hope that perhaps something happens to Sammy Smith that might open the door for him.
And there's still some options out there. We told you a moment ago that Parker Kligerman has clinched his spot in the playoffs. He can exhale a little bit. Parker has put together a pretty decent year this year. He will be leaving that race team at the end of the season.
So we've talked about the fact that Cole Custer now has the lead in the regular season championship fight with Allgaier. Need to mention that Sammy Smith still comfortably ahead of the Ryan Sieg car by 36 points here for that 12th and final position to make what is a 12-driver, 7-race playoff for the Xfinity Series.
I don't know if there's enough positions between all them and what's left of this race for Ryan Sieg, barring some sort of miracle, to move on into the championship fight. We'll take a break as we have 79 laps.
78. Shows 78 to go, guys. Who's going to win? We got the poll going here in chat. Who do you think is going to win? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 19 likes. Let's try to get 100 by the end of this stream. Think we can do it? More of those likes come in, the more this gets pushed. So be sure to hit that like button on the stream. We also will have the Cup Series tomorrow night, so don't forget to be here, because during that stream, for us hitting 5,000, we're going to do an ice bucket challenge on my head sometime during the stream.
Motor Speedway, Cole Custer continues to lead by just about a second over Sheldon Creed. Chandler Smith is third, Jesse Love fourth, fifth to Ryan Truex Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. continues to ride sixth. We have 74 laps to go. From Bristol, this is PRN, the
Performance Racing Network. Here's a little scroll down through everybody. $69 laps to go.
pretty good at the moment for Cole Custer. He is the race leader, and he leads for the regular season points championship by 3 points over Justin Allgaier. Time now for our Pfizer mid-race update, brought to you by Pfizer. We are in stage 3. We have 68 laps to go. We've had 9 different leaders, 11 lead changes, 7 cautions for 57 laps. And as we brought you up to date, Cole Custer right now, the race leader by 1.3 seconds. That's a lot here at Bristol. And he leads the regular season chase by 3 points. But, Rob, 67 laps to go. That's a lot of real estate to still run here at Bristol.
Yeah, we don't want to wish him any ill luck at all, because after struggling and actually on 2 separate occasions banging the outside wall, no damage. Thank you very much, Composite Bodies. He's been able to drive very successfully and easing away now from Sheldon Creed.
I know we've given him a lot of attention tonight, but I think a lot of race fans appreciate that. Dale Earnhardt Jr. just came up and tapped Ryan Truex, and now he's got Brandon Jones trying to work under him. That's a pretty good fight there, Rob, back for the 5th, 6th, and 7th spots.
Jones needs to win this race, and he's going to move into the playoffs. By the
does the big one come out?
Wreck the boss, so he's kind of been patient.
I'm not sure.
Sam Mayer doing the same thing.
What you referring to there?
Junior riding behind the car of Ryan Truex.
So right now it's a 4-car battle for the 5th spot, led by Ryan Truex. He leads the train of Dale Jr., Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer again into turn number 3 as they cross the stripe. 63 laps to go here in the Food City 300.
And we talk about a fight for 5th because it's the only fight among the top 5. The front 4 single-filed, and car lengths of distance between them as Junior again looks to the inside of Truex.
60 laps to go.
Best battle on the racetrack. Cole Custer has a full 1 second lead. Chandler Smith is a 1.5 seconds back. 2 seconds back is Jesse Love. It's kind of gotten stretched out here now as we only have 57 laps remaining in the final race of the regular season. Mark, I applaud NASCAR for scheduling this to be the last race of the regular season for Xfinity to race up here at Bristol.
Whether it's the end of the regular season, as it is for the Xfinity Series, or a cutoff race in round 1, as it will be for the Cup Series tomorrow night, Bristol is a
Who
great
does
place
Custer
because
drive for?
it's kind of like a Daytona,
Let's find out.
a Talladega,
I'm not exactly
and Atlanta,
sure.
because anything can
out.
happen at any time and flip things upside down. And again, just a great track to add a little bit of drama.
I've said this many times. People probably tired
Stuart
of it.
Haas.
I think every race represents what we want to call a wild card race. It just
Stuart
depends
Haas
what
racing.
happens. You
There
look
we
at
go.
Watkins Glen last week, big wreck on the first lap. Ryan Blaney doesn't even complete a lap. That's about as wild card as it gets.
Okay. I agree with that.
I mean,
Plus, going in, the drivers thought it was a wild card, a new tire. They had changed the curbing and the bus stop.
57 to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody last week at Watkins Glen. And Joey Logano talked today about the fact in our next group, right, you got Kansas, then you have Talladega, and then you have the Roval. And Kansas is a quote-unquote normal race, and Logano said nothing doing. That race will be crazy, being the first race in round number 2.
Let's take you through the field here with 57 laps remaining. Cole Custer is the race leader. Sheldon Creed rides second. Third is going to be Chandler Smith. Jesse Love fourth. Ryan Truex Jr. fifth. Sixth to Dale Earnhardt Jr. Brandon Jones is seventh. Eighth is Sam Mayer. Ninth is Ryan Sieg. And 10th is Austin Hill.
A.J. Allmendinger 11th. Jeremy Clements 12th. 13th, Sammy Smith with Parker Kligerman 14th. 15th, Anthony Alfredo. Riley Herbston 16th. Brennan Poole 17th. Joe Graff Jr. 18th. 19th, Shane Van Gisbergen. Josh Balicki in 20th.
21st is Josh Williams. Kyle Weatherman 22nd. 23rd is Blaine Perkins. Ryan Ellis is 24th. Kyle Sieg 25th. Jeb Burton 26th. Logan Bearden 27th. Carson Ware is 28th. Greg Van Els is 29th, and 30th is Justin Allgaier.
Leland Honeyman 31st, 32nd is Chad Fincham, Stephen Parsons 33rd, 34th is Matt DiBenedetto. Next 4 drivers are out. Jeffrey Earnhardt will get credit tonight for 35th, Garrett Smithley 36th, 37th Parker Retzlaff, finishing last in 38th, it's going to be Austin Green.
Program reminder, we're back on the air tomorrow with the Bass Pro Shops night race for the Cup Series at 6:30.
49 laps to go.
Of course, a cutoff race for the first segment of the playoffs, and we'll see who gets to advance in playoffs some more and see whose season hopes for a championship are dashed here tomorrow night at Bristol Motor Speedway. Watching Cole Custer flash by our broadcast position. It had to wait a while before Sheldon Creed to get there as Custer enjoys a full 2.5 lead right now. And Mark, that's an eternity at Bristol.
Again, that is a nice cushion to have here in Thunder Valley, this being the world's fastest half mile. And again, it's a 3-second trip from the exit of turn 2 to 4 down to 1. Things happen in a hurry. And here we are, Doug, 250 laps into this race, 50 to go, and they're still circling this racetrack in just over 16.5 seconds.
And we still have 22 cars on the lead lap here in the Food City 300.
At Bass.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, let's scroll through the leaderboard while we're waiting here. So it does kind of move it around, but let's see. They just kind of ran through it, so SVG's in 19. We have some SVG fans in chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 23 likes. Got 76 people in here. So if you have not already, drop those likes on the stream. Those are crucial for the stream. They help boost to get it out to more people so we can have 1,000 people back in here, guys. I appreciate you stopping in, clicking on my stream tonight. We'll be back here again tomorrow night covering the Cup Series. So don't forget, turn on the bell notification. We're at 42 laps to go, guys. Don't forget, cast your votes and drop in chat who you think's going to win. Dell Jr.'s in 6th still, guys. Running through Cole Custer, Sheldon Creed, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Ryan Truex, Dell Jr. Who's going to win, guys?
Where year after year.
I didn't mean to pop in the commercial for you there. I bumped it. Less than 40 to go, guys.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway, where Cole Custer leads the Food City 300. 40 laps to go in this race. Custer is trying to win a regular season championship over Justin Allgaier, who has had problems here this evening. Right now, Custer has a 1.8-second advantage over Sheldon Creed, and that's important because Custer is managing his lead. He hopped on the radio, told his spotter, Andy Houston, a few laps back, "Give me the split between me and the second-place running car. I want to know just how out front I need to be." This is also important because Cole Custer is on his last set of fresh tires. Everyone else on the pit road actually has one more set of sticker tires. So Cole Custer trying to win that regular season title, guys.
And right now he has a 1.9-second lead over Cole Custer. And that update brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. And again, everything going Custer's way, but Doug still only a 3-point advantage over Justin Allgaier. He can fall back 2 spots. He can't fall back 3. So that's not the world's biggest cushion for Cole Custer right now.
The best news for Cole Custer is just what Brad Gilley said. He's got a nice cushion. He has a 1.8-second lead. That's almost a straightaway lead here at Bristol, and we are dwindling down to 35 laps to go. Let's give you a top 10 rundown here. Cole Custer leads. It's now 1.7 seconds. Chandler Smith is second, 2 seconds back. Jesse Love is 4th, 5th to Ryan Truex. 6th is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Him and Truex, not Ryan Truex Jr., excuse me. Him and Ryan Truex battling back there. They've been going at it. Brandon Jones just took over 7th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has slipped back a spot. And then it's going to be Sam Mayer and Ryan Sieg and A.J. Allmendinger rounding out the top 10.
31
right
to go.
Now we're closing in on the finish of this race. 33 to go for Dale Jr. This could
Radio
be his
broadcast
very
is
last
just a
race on one of
touch
NASCAR's
behind.
top touring series. And Doug, after
I'm going to
he ended
refresh
his
it
Cup
again,
career,
so it's going to kick it out. I'm going to try to get it closer.
since 2018 until he ran 2 in 2023. So in 2018, 4th at Richmond. 2019, 5th at Darlington. 5th at Homestead in 2020. In 2021, 14th at Richmond. And in 2022, came home 11th at Martinsville. As I mentioned, 2 races last season. He finished 30th here at Bristol, but not until he had led 47 laps. He then went on to finish 5th at Homestead. So Junior hasn't run many, but he's been good. And we'll come back for the finish of the Food City 300 with 30 laps to go here at Bristol.
28 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 25 likes.
This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
See the why can't you see the race? Well, Wilson, they took me down earlier for showing the footage, so I'm not gonna put any more footage up tonight on the stream. NASCAR was like, hey, you can't do that, so they kicked me off earlier. That's why I've taken it down. I do apologize, my friend. If you want to watch a camera and keep the radio with me, you can go on NASCAR.com and click on their camera footage. So YouTube is covering on the PRN, they're live streaming Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car cam. So I do apologize again. I'm sorry about that.
Time for us to race to the checkers, brought to you by Toyota. For the latest Toyota racing information, visit toyotaracing.com. They let us run the last few laps here on PRN commercial free. 21 laps to go, and Mark, nothing changed during the commercial break.
Doug, mentioning Toyota, Ryan Truex still hanging strong in the 5th spot. He has won twice this season, has made 9 Xfinity Series starts for Joe Gibbs. He's won twice, and was also top 10 both Atlanta races and Texas. And
it stinks. That's my first
when we were on the air the last time.
Strike on
when
my
is
channel.
Somebody going to give this guy a full-time ride?
I
talked to Martin Truex Jr., his older brother, about this at Darlington. He said, man, we keep trying. He said, usually,
a little bit down about
you got to win. You got to put numbers on the board. Well, Ryan Truex won last year. He's won twice this year with a part-time schedule. And I'm just wondering, when is there going to be a sponsor and a deal to go out there and put this guy on the racetrack full-time to see if he can win an Xfinity Series championship? I think he's good enough. He deserves the chance.
Rob, the 00 is still out there of Cole Custer cruising around.
Yeah, and he had a very tense moment about 4 laps ago trying to get around Joe Graff Jr. And when you're on the tail end of the lead lap, you're under no obligation to let the leader go by. And it was tough for Cole Custer to get around Graff, so he put a bumper to him in the middle of the banking in 1 and 2. Graff banked off the wall and into the car of Cole Custer. Cole never missed a beat, however, and maintains his advantage over second-running Sheldon Creed.
As they come down to the stripe, 16 laps to go in this race, and time is rapidly running out. And, Doug, it doesn't take long to cover 16 laps when you're running under 17 seconds on a half-mile racetrack.
No, it doesn't, Mark, but Cole Custer's got to fight his way through some lap traffic here to finish off this race, and that's tough. He just got around Shane Van Gisbergen, so
SVG, baby.
Shane Van Gisbergen, the last car on the lead lap, Rob.
And he puts himself in a position now, very little lap traffic in his particular part of the racetrack. Next up for him will be Brennan Poole, who's given him grace pretty much all night long, and right in front of him, Greg Van Alstine just kind of riding around on the bottom. So Cole Custer managing, as Brad said just a bit ago, managing this advantage over the second-place machine.
He doesn't have any more fresh tires if he has to come back in here, so they've got a set of scuffs. They don't want to have to go to that as Custer takes the Custer flashes across start-finish line one more time.
Yeah, he rides the top of the banking in turns 1 and 2, leaving some gap between himself and the machine right dead ahead. That is, of course, Brennan Poole.
Trying to get around Brennan Poole cleanly, leading Shane Van Gisbergen back to the line as we will have 12 to go.
Sheldon Creed and Chandler Smith have been tied together second and third, but really making no inroads into Cole Custer's lead.
The cars now that Custer is trying to deal with are being as nice as they can be late in this race. 11 to go here at Bristol. Custer in traffic in turn 1.
We wondered in 2024 when Cole Custer was going to get a win. It took him a while.
This is a fast track, guys.
Strong ever since, and continues that tonight.
Brennan Poole right now being a bit of a chicane for Cole Custer with 10 laps to go. They're across the stripe. Custer enjoys a 1 second lead.
Now, they're not there yet, but that gap narrowing somewhat between Cole Custer and the fight for second between Sheldon Creed and Chandler Smith.
It looks like Cole Custer will finally dispose of Brennan Poole. Sheldon Creed made the most of that, but here they are across the stripe. 9 laps to go.
Cole Custer into the banking in turns 1 and 2. Nobody in front of him for about a third of the straightaway, and he'll work his way down the backstretch into 3.
He's lost a little bit of his advantage, has Cole Custer. It's down to 9/10 of a second. Last lap, he's back to the line, 8 laps to go.
Chandler Smith starting to worry Sheldon Creed, and that slows both of them down as Chandler went to the inside. That enabled Custer to build on his lead.
Stephen Parsons moves over and allows Custer to go by. I need to caution with 7 to go. There's a big pack of traffic up ahead. Custer may not reach it, but they may crash.
He may not reach it, or he may. Once again, he puts yet another lap on Justin Allgaier. That has to hurt for Allgaier. The leader is in 3.
Allgaier's wounded car out there still parading around, but not a lot to show for it here. Custer once again across the line. Half dozen laps remain here at Bristol.
Longest green flag run of the evening right here at the end of the battle this evening. As Cole Custer once again dives into turn 3.
As they come back
Here
across
we go,
the
guys.
line, 5 laps to go. Cole Custer hoping everything stays
Coming
green.
down the
Jeb
wire.
Burton is the guy right in front of him. I'm sure Jeb Spotter letting him know the race leader is closing rather rapidly off turn 2.
Got to be careful here for Cole Custer.
Free to
Just
go.
no slip-ups here and these closing laps to clinch that regular season title across the line. Only 4 laps remain at Bristol.
And it is Jeb Burton and Kyle
Who's
Weatherman
going to take it, ladies and gentlemen?
ahead of the race leader as he works off the second corner.
There are going to be now just 3 laps left. Custer with a 1.4-second lead over Sheldon Creed. Heads
One to
back
go.
to 1.
Cole Custer will go to the top of the
This
racetrack.
is just a
Now
tad
he'll drop to the
behind.
bottom underneath the car of Weatherman. Kyle will give him plenty of racing room. Next up is Jeb Burton.
Cole Custer wants to tiptoe around this racetrack as much as he can and preserve this tenacious lead that he has carved out for himself. He's back to
I
the
didn't
line
have
here.
Cole on the
Custer,
pole.
2 laps to go for a regular season title.
With side by side off turn 4 for the second position, but Sheldon Creed hanging on as the leader is off turn 2.
Up ahead, a bunch of cars banging into each
Wow.
other. Cole Custer does not want those guys to crash. He sees the white flag.
And you
One
see it
lap
there.
to go here at Bristol.
15 car lengths, the advantage. that
Custer
Cole
wins it,
Custer
guys.
enjoys over the second place
Cole
machine of
Custer.
Sheldon Creed.
Cole Custer down the backstretch. Not a worry in
takes
the
the
world
checkered
here as he tries
flag.
to power himself to a win at Bristol Motor Speedway. Cole Custer has been flawless throughout the night as they come back around for one last time. Cole Custer will win the Bristol night race here and take the Food City 300, and by doing so will also clinch the regular season championship.
Cole Custer gets it all tonight here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The win
There
and
you go.
the regular
Cole
season
Custer is your
championship
winner.
and all those great playoff points
Sheldon
that
Creed,
go with
Chandler
it.
Smith,
Justin
Jesse Love,
Allgaier came
Ryan
into this
Truex,
race with a
Earnhart Jr. was in
43-point lead.
7th.
He
Brandon
finishes
Jones,
30th. He loses
6th.
the regular season title by 3 points to Cole Custer.
We'll stay on so you can hear the celebration and him talk with the reporter here. So thank you guys. We got it back up. 26 likes. Be sure to keep dropping those likes. We will be back here tomorrow, and I'm not going to get cut off tomorrow night. I will stay here. I'm not going to show video. We're going to tweak it a little bit different, guys. I'm going to change this whole thing up tomorrow. So let's do it, guys. He is doing a burnout right in front of the checkered flag. It is white smoking like crazy right now. Thank you guys so much for getting back in here on the stream. I appreciate
They're doing
you.
a major league burnout along the front straightaway here at Bristol Motor Speedway after he captures the win and the regular season championship. We'll talk to some of the top finishers, a full field rundown, take a look at the playoff drivers, all that coming up on the PRN post-race show, and we'll have that for you in just a moment. You're listening to PRN.
All righty, guys. Tomorrow on the stream, how many subs do you think we can get tomorrow? Think we can hit 5,500? We could have done it tonight. We didn't get kicked out like we did. Oh, man. That's right, Kenneth. Tomorrow night. It's going to be fun, guys. So if you've missed it, if you weren't in the stream earlier, tomorrow night after the race or sometime in there, my wife's going to come in with the ice bucket, maybe some other things, and we're going to do a celebration for hitting 5,000 subscribers. So be sure to be back here and be on the stream with us, guys, as that happens. So I appreciate you stopping out tonight. We're waiting on them to interview the driver. So hang tight with us, guys. That's Cole Custer's second win this season. And it's his 15th career win at Bristol.
Welcome back to Bristol. Cole Custer, the winner of the Xfinity race. Justin Allgaier came in the points leader, but boy, I tell you, it was one of those nights that just everything seemed to go wrong for you. Had a strong car, but one time after another, the crew spent a lot of time working on the car. How do you take a night like tonight and kind of put it behind you going into the playoffs?
It's a great question. Really proud of everybody on this brand professional at Gold Tree Camaro. Yeah, I don't really have any words for tonight, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've actually turned off Discord. Let me get started back up.
The damage from the wreck in front of us that, there's nothing we can do, and then just racing, trying to race there to the end of the stage and get as many points as we could, and unfortunately, I think the 18 come off the wall a little bit, and that really put us behind. Just really bummed about tonight. We'll go back and talk about it and go to the next one, but proud of all the guys on this team, and just frustrating night.
You do know you have a lot of points you've accumulated during the regular season into the playoffs. Does that give you any comfort?
No. I mean, this is, we had the best car tonight. It was very obvious to begin the race. We had the best car.
Discord link.
There's nothing to show for it, so no real comfort.
That's Austin Allgaier. Let's go to Heather DeBow.
And Shane Van Gisbergen brings it home 18th in his first start here at Bristol. But I want to talk first. You got out of the car and immediately went over to talk to Dale Jr. What was that conversation like?
Yeah, he just was whacking me on the cool-down lap, so it was pretty fun. It was an awesome race. I love this track, and we got better all day, and I'm a bit bummed we got lapped with about 7 or 8 to go. So, but yeah, we got better all day and just had a blast. So just wish we were a little bit better, but yeah, really fun.
Now headed into the playoffs, what's your outlook like?
Playoffs?
First time here in this season or in this series going into it. You always have a smile on your face, so is that going to continue throughout this playoffs?
Of course, that's why we're here. We're having a lot of fun, and WeatherTech Camaro has been really good. Corlick Racing, we keep getting better and better throughout the year. So yeah, we just got to keep having fun and keep improving, and who knows how far we can go in the playoffs.
Thanks, Shane. Wendy Venturini?
Sheldon Creed comes home second here at Bristol. Sheldon, where else did you need to get more out of your race car? You were very strong all night long.
Yeah, maybe just not slipping up there when I had the lead. He got loose the first restart, and I got the lead, and then I did the same thing he did. Just got free there, and I feel like I was pretty good across the middle of the run, and I could stay with him. I was just trying to pace with him, and I pancaked the fence all by myself, and then I hit it 4 or 5 more times, and I just felt like I never fully recovered after that. Just was a little too tight at the end of the run when we got to lap traffic. When I would get close, I just needed to turn a little bit better. So, yeah, I mean, we're really consistent. Another second, I'll take it, and we'll keep moving forward.
All right, that's Sheldon Creed coming home second. A great start to the playoffs. Brett McMillan.
All right, Austin Hill came home 14th tonight, but you're coming into the playoffs with a lot of points you've accumulated through your 3 wins in the regular season. How satisfying is that, knowing you've got that cushion as the playoffs start?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have it, but if I've learned anything from last year, I had all these bonus points. I was regular season champ, had the 15 extra points on top of that, and then we got to Martinsville and missed it just by like 1 point, I think it was, or a couple points. So you can never be, too satisfied with the points that you do have unless you're just locked into the next round. So
welcome.
These playoffs start,
I'm back, Bill.
Kansas,
I did get kicked out earlier.
We got to accumulate as many points that we can.
Video, so we took it down.
That way we can build a cushion.
We'll rework it tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow for the Cup.
At Talladega or something like that. But all in all, we just got to be better right now. I mean, we had a really struggle of a night. I've been at Chevrolet, and our team's better than that. So got to go back to the drawing board, figure out where we missed it, what we did wrong, and how we can improve for when the playoffs start.
Awesome.
Next
Welcome to the Discord channel.
Yep, thank you.
All right, let's go to the head of the bow.
And Ryan Truex brings it home 5th. That's 5 positions better than your best finish here at Bristol. You ran up front all evening. Tell us about your night.
It went pretty well. I did a terrible job in qualifying, which I feel like being a part-time driver, qualifying is the hardest thing because it's so hard to find that limit when you only get 20 minutes of practice and then you're expected to go run half a second quicker. And when you don't race every week, you just don't know where that delta is. So I just underdrove it in qualifying, put us behind the 8 ball, but had a really good start. Decent stage 1. I think we got stage points. Not sure. And then, stage 2. We flipped the stage, had a really good restart, got good stage points, and then were able to just hold on to the track position. Just a little too free that last run. I was hanging on in front of Dale. Just thankfully he didn't left rear me because he could have easily used me up. But had a lot of fun racing him. And hopefully I see you guys again in a more full-time capacity.
Thanks, Ryan. We'll send it over to Victory Lane with Brad Gilley.
Cole Custer out of this race car. Big congratulations from Food City. And Cole, before the race, you said you wanted a Bristol night win. You didn't do it easily, but boy, did you make it happen at the end. How about that?
Man, I mean, what a car, what a race. I mean, these guys did such a great job with this thing. Can't thank HidePoint.com enough. It's been every race we've had, we've wanted to do better with them, and this was finally a race we put it all together. And just unbelievable car. I could really drive through the field and do everything I needed. So, testament to this team and what we can bring to the playoffs.
Cole, you started your day in the wall on lap number 3. You were on your last set of tires for 140 laps. You end your day in Victory Lane and the regular season championship. How about that?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, these guys, they never give up. It's been a tough month, but to be able to lead in the playoffs like this, we're going to really bring it to them.
Cole Custer is your reigning and now defending champion.
Custer.
He is the regular season champion after a big win here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
That's our Progressive Insurance Victory Lane. Thanks a lot, Brad. Get Ritter's Insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage from theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com. Back to Wendy Venturini.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just finishing up a TV interview, and we'll get in there in just a second, but there's a lot of smiles and a lot of laughter out of Dale Earnhardt Jr. despite his very rough night. We'll come right back. Let's head over to Brett McMillan.
All right, Chandler Smith.
He didn't do bad, 7th.
You started on the pole, finished 3rd, but you don't have a happy look on your face because it was just one of those nights, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, we definitely had a really fast number 81 Mobile One GR Supra, and as fast as Xfinity Internet tonight, just rode behind my teammate for 80 laps and let the Haas car win. So.
All right, you can hear that he's discouraged. Felt like he could have had a better night than his 3rd place finish. Let's go back to Wendy.
All right, Dale Earnhardt Jr. taking a big swig of water. I don't know what was more fun for you. Driving this race car, you had to deal with losing your glasses, switching your helmet. Talk about that to the fans at home and how fun but frustrating it was tonight.
Yeah, I ran the first 50 laps without any radio, no spotter or nothing. I knew NASCAR wasn't going to let me get away with that for too long, so we had to fix it. Didn't know what the problem was. Changed earbuds, that didn't fix it. Changed helmets, that didn't fix it. Came down and just plugged a new radio with a harness in it, and that worked the rest of the day. I had a little button on my chest that I could talk back and could hear him pretty good, so I just stuck that radio over in the side, and they wanted to know if I needed my glasses. I could see really good from 6 foot out, but I can't really read a dash too well at this age. But it's getting old stuff. But we had a lot happen tonight and didn't lose a lap. Got a top 10. I'm thrilled.
Oh, and I know you were just thrilled as Shane Van Gisbergen came over, smiled, shook your hand. What did that conversation go like?
Well, I've always enjoyed the supercars from way back. Big fan of a lot of the drivers that ran in that series over the last 2 decades. It was like NASCAR to me over in New Zealand and Australia, and made some great friends over there, but I've never really spent any time in New Zealand, so we're thrilled to have him here. We're thrilled that he's part of our series, and I want him to have success, but I told him when I go to New Zealand, I want to stay at his place, and he can show me around. So I hear it's amazing.
All right, congrats on a great night. Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes home 7th. I will also add Shane Van Gisbergen said, I just want to shake your hand because I just raced with Dale Earnhardt Jr., and it was a lot of fun, guys.
Thanks a lot, Wendy Venturini. Dale Earnhardt Jr., by the way, finished 7th tonight. Mark, this was a significant race. It's Bristol. That's important. And also it has Bristol, direct impact on the points. And we need to go back to Heather DeBow right now.
And here now with Jesse Love, who finished up this race in 4th. You started 10th, so pretty good day for you. How would you assess your run tonight?
Yeah, it was overall a good day. Got good stage points, and at one point in the race I thought we were going to kind of suck. So obviously had to put new tires on it, put our adjustments back that we made on the first pit stop, and just kind of let it rip. So not sure where we got beat tonight. Got to go find out where. I mean, I was tight, but I wasn't tight enough to run the top really hard, so I don't really know. Maybe I just need to do a better job or what, but got a really good wheel in Chevrolet. Obviously, we're in a good spot for the playoffs, so get to go race smart, race for a championship, and that's pretty much all we could ask for.
Well, good luck to you in the playoffs, Jesse.
We do. Maybe
Thanks
so.
a lot, Heather DeBow.
We'll try.
Mark Garrow, big impact on the points. This was the cutoff race for the regular season. So give us the final tally here.
So we now have 12 drivers moving on to a 12-driver, 7-race playoff. Of course, the championship 4 in Phoenix. So the drivers moving on in the playoff: Cole Custer, Justin Allgaier, Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, A.J. Allmendinger, Jesse Love, Riley Herbst, Parker Kligerman, Shane Van Gisbergen, Sam Mayer, and, of course, Sammy Smith gets the final spot on points by 36 over Ryan Sieg. The frustration for Ryan Sieg, Doug, he outscored points-wise both Shane Van Gisbergen and Sam Mayer, but they have W's, and he does not. So Ryan Sieg on the outside looking in.
And the way this will set up as far as the playoffs are concerned, below the cut line going in, hard to believe with the good finish he's had, Sheldon Creed will be -3, -4 will be A.J. Allmendinger, Sammy Smith will be -9, and -12 will be Parker Kligerman. So that's the way that's going to break down headed to the playoffs. Let's give you the full field rundown. Cole Custer wins by a second over Sheldon Creed. Chandler Smith was third. Fourth was Jesse Love. Ryan Truex was fifth. Brandon Jones sixth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. his only start this year. Goodwin gets the top 10. He was seventh. Ryan Sieg was eighth. Sam Mayer ninth, and 10th to A.J. Allmendinger.
11th, Anthony Alfredo. Jeremy Clements, 12th. 13th, Riley Herbst. Austin Hill, 14th. 15th, Sammy Smith. Parker Kligerman, 16th. 17th, Brennan Poole. He was the first car one lap down. Shane Van Gisbergen winds up 18th. 19th, Joe Graff Jr. 20th, Josh Bilicki.
21st was Josh Williams. Blaine Perkins, 22nd.
Kyle
Sieg, 23rd. Ryan Ellis, 24th. Jeb Burton, 25th. 26th to Kyle Weatherman. Logan Bearden, 27th. Carson Ware, 28th. Greg Van Alst, 29th. And 30th was Justin Allgaier.
31st goes to Leland Honeyman. 32nd, Chad Fincham. Stephen Parsons, 33rd. Matt DiBenedetto, 34th. 4 drivers failed to finish. These next 4 are those drivers. Jeffrey Earnhardt will get credit for 35th. Garrett Smithley, 36th. Parker Retzlaff, 37th. And 38th is going to be Austin Green.
And that's your final full field rundown of the night. We're back on the air tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern for the Bass Pro Shops night race. Look forward to bringing that to you. Pit reporters today: Wendy Venturini, Brad Gilly, Heather DeBoe, Brett McMillan.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be back here tomorrow night as well, covering the race, start to finish. I'm going to get in here early as I can tomorrow. We'll try to get some chat going, do some pre-race stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy stream tonight. Was not what I expected. It started out really good, and then it just kind of went to you know what on us there. But it is what it is, guys. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Stay positive. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for clicking in the stream tonight, hitting that like button, and we'll see you again soon.